Bridget Bartlett here with My Vision Agency, and today I am going to show you why you need to stop using Linktree and start using HighLevel. So you can see this is my Linktree or BioLink. Linktree is just a name brand of a BioLink, and this is just a simple one-page website that includes whatever you want it to, really. It can include a video, it can include your buttons here, but the purpose of this Linktree or BioLink is that you want to be able to share this on all of your social media platforms. Like I'm scrolling through here, this is my book a consultation link, I'm sharing my reviews. All of this can be built on HighLevel. What's cool about this is lots of times when we are on social media and we are promoting our business, we likely have multiple different business offers. And that's what I love about using the BioLink, because you can just share that on all of your social media platforms, and no matter what your call to action is, it can be your BioLink and all of your offers will be there. So for example, if I'm creating a HighLevel training, I can say, go to bridgetbartlett.com and you can see all of my options there. Maybe they want to sign up for HighLevel. Maybe they want to see some of my other options. I have white label resources here as well. They can book a private consultation and all of these things. I also love that we can add our chat widget here. We can use AI to respond to questions, or they can just text us here. And there's actually other buttons that you can use as well. And I'm going to walk you through that process today. One thing that I'm going to show you also is you can create a video here. So this is a demo video of my program. And what's cool is when you click the button here, if you're considering, let me mute that, you'll see this little lock. Okay, now this is set so that anyone who watches the video here and they watch it for more than 3 minutes, it's going to get to this part here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this further, and you'll see when it gets to the lock that a form pops up. This can be any call to action that you want, but my form here is to invite them to get free access to our community. So they register here and then they receive an email granted access to our community, and then they can log in. This is my way of capturing leads on my BioLink, because obviously if they're watching the video for more than 3 minutes, then they are likely interested. I have this set so that they can fill out the form or they can X out of it and continue watching the video. So let's talk about how to actually build that out today. Now, the very first thing that we need is obviously the form. So let's click here into forms. Let's create one from scratch. And you'll see we have our form here. I am going to go ahead and make sure that we have first name, last name, phone, and email. Those are the fields that I want to collect. I also can add some text here. FYI, in our community, I have tons of training on forums and all of that if you're interested. I'm going to put a little note here on the form, and I'm going to say register for access to our community. Now, of course, the button here, let's change that to say register today. Maybe here, instead of just email, we want to say, what is your best email? Because we want to let them know we're going to use this email to register your account. So if you give us a fake email, you're not going to get registered. So what is your best email? And we can even put in the placeholder here, email to register your access. I spelled that wrong, so we'll put today. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. This is way too big, so let's make this smaller. And we can even make that centered here. We're going to call this BioLink form. Save again. Now, most of the time on these forms, you always want to go into the options here for submit. And we want to make sure that when they submit the form, they're going to the place we want them to go to. We can set this at the form level. We could also set this at the funnel level. With this particular form, it's actually not going to route anywhere, so we could just leave it like this. We could also put a message here. Great, check your email for your login credentials to our community and save. So now we've created our form. What we need to do is add this form to a funnel. Go to sites, funnels, let's create a new one. Start from blank, and we're just going to call this bio link, create. Now we have a brand new funnel. So let's create the first page of the funnel. Let's just call this home. We'll give it a path. It says home. and create funnel step. Now you can use a website, you can use a funnel. It doesn't really matter. This is just going to be a one-page website, so it's totally up to you. Let's create from blank. And anytime I start any website or funnel, the first thing I do is I grab a full width here, and then I duplicate this 3 times. Now I want to change the color of this, no matter what you change it to, just to keep it simple and to remind myself these are different areas. And typically, if this was going to be multiple pages, I would save the section here as a global section so that every page that I add this to, it would update automatically. And I want to do that with the footer as well. Now it's real easy to do that. And I do want to show you, if you just go to maybe header, we're going to name it bio, and then you would choose global or just a regular template. So a global section, you'll be able to add this section to every page within your funnel and update it dynamically. So you just change the content one time. And the template, you can use that on any funnel or website that you want to use it on. And when you pull that in, you can edit it and it will not change the template. It will not change any other page in the website. So that's really the difference there. Like I said, this is just one page, so I'm not going to worry about that now, but we want to add a row here and we can put our logo. So I'm going to go add an image. And let's go to our media gallery and let's look for logo. And we'll just go ahead and choose this one here. And obviously it's very large, so we can change that here. We'll make the height 100. We could even change the width if we want to, but that looks good. Maybe we want it a little bit larger. Let's say 200. And we can also adjust the padding. In reality, I would probably, if I was really going live with this, I would recreate this logo so that it doesn't have so much space around the outside of the image. But I certainly don't want to waste your time with that. I just want to show you here how you could adjust the padding to start getting the result that you're looking for. We have that logo at the top, and we want to add a row here. Just like I showed with my own bio link, I do recommend just going straight in a row. This is not a website. We want to make this so simple and easy to understand. It's just buttons. Just add buttons vertically, and that's really all you need to do. All of the things that they're clicking the button to go to, like different offers, that's where you want to really focus on the design and the copy. So here, what I'm going to do, just like I showed you on mine, is I want to add a video. Now, I can choose a YouTube video, Vimeo, Wistia. I can add a custom embed, HTML5, or I could actually use a hosted video, which is what I recommend and what you need to do if you want to use this functionality. And I'm going to click here and let's find a video. So I'm going to choose this one. And we have our video and we can select a thumbnail. So I'm just going to scroll through here and let's choose this one. All right, so now we have our video and thumbnail, and we have the video settings that we need to set here. So do we want it to autoplay? This is cool, but it's also a little bit intrusive. If you imagine you're the customer and you're standing in line, maybe at the grocery store or you're at the doctor's office and you click on the page, even if the browser allows it to autoplay, you'll hear that sound. And I just don't really like to use that. I like for people to click on it, and that's their first intention towards my funnel. So I turn off autoplay, but it's totally up to you how you want to do that. You can allow play and pause, allow playback speed control, show pending time, and you can show full screen toggle, so they'll be able to click it and then it will be full screen. You can also enable picture-in-picture mode, which means if they start watching the video and then they start scrolling down the page, it will actually show the video in the bottom right-hand corner and continue playing so they can check out your offers while still listening and watching the video. So that's really cool. And you can also show the progress bar. If your video is really long, maybe you don't want to show that. If it's really short, maybe you do. This is a strategy thing. It's up to you how you want to use that. Here's the important part though, is generate leads from a video. Now, if you click this, you can choose the time, and this is what I did. I chose 3 minutes, and then you want to select your form. So I showed you that we just created that form. It's called BioLink form. Now, I also told you on mine, I do allow them to close the form and continue watching the video. If you do want to do that, you can check that box. If not, just leave it unchecked there. Now, you have the redirect unregistered visitors. Basically, let's say that you have a funnel and the second page of your funnel is the video page. That would be like this page. So they technically would opt in, and then you have your video page. But what if you wanted to share that video page with someone who maybe you were chatting with, and you want to redirect that user whose contact info you don't have? You can actually use this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and we're going to choose generate leads from video. We're choosing our form. We're going to allow the user to close the form and continue. And let's save, because we've done a lot of work up to this point and we don't want to lose it. All right, so now we have created the header and the body and the footer. The next thing that we want to do is add a new column here, and we're going to add a button. Now, with the buttons, of course, you can design them. We can change the color. So let's add purple maybe, and we could even change the font size and the subtitle font size. We can change the typography. We could add icons here, and we could choose the color of the text and the subtext, and we could actually choose the text here. So let's say, send me a text. And we could add, click here to add some subtext if we want to. And then you'll see the button actions here. Okay, we can open a pop-up. We can add a link to another website. We could show or hide elements on the page, scroll to a different element. We could go to a step within our funnel. We could go to the next step within the funnel. We can click up or down sell products, call, text messages, email, and even link to a membership. So let's actually choose, since we chose send me a text, let's click here, and then now we're going to put our business phone number. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a phone number attached to HighLevel, because when they text you, that text is going to show up inside of your conversations tab. So I'm going to add my business phone number here. That's all you need to do, and then we'll save. Now, with this button, you could go up here to animations, and you can make it fade in and out. You can slide it in and out, bounce, flip, rotate, zoom. You have all of these, and even a hover option if you want to. One thing that I do a lot is use the full width here on my bio link, because I want to make sure that it takes up the whole page. I want it to just be super clear and obvious, and I also want it to look really good on mobile. And you'll see on this button, if you don't like how big it is, you do want to shrink it down a little bit. You can actually go to the general and go to the margin here, and let's say 80 for the margin on each side. And now you can see that the button is still large, but it's shrunk in just a little bit, and you can play around with the padding and the margin to get the result that you're looking for. Once you create the first button and you get the design how you want it, it's so easy to just go ahead and duplicate. Now, you will see when we duplicated that, there's no space here. So I want to just delete that, and let's go back to the space, and let's add at least maybe 10 or 20 between. Actually, let's add 20. So we'll add a space of 20 underneath this button. So every time we duplicate, we don't have to change that. So I'm going to duplicate, and now you can see there's more space. So I'm going to say with this button, give me a call. This is really great if you have the voice AI connected to your business, because when you put your business phone number here and they call you, they're actually going to be talking to your voice AI. Now, the next thing, of course, I spelled call wrong, so let's fix that. And then the next thing, let's go to email. So maybe I want them to email me, and I'm going to click info@myvisionagency.com. So now when they click that button, they can text, call, or send me an email. So let me show you what that actually looks like. So I'm going to save this here, and let's preview this that we've done already. And I'm going to open up an incognito window, because remember, anytime we're testing, we want to open incognito. And if we play our video now, this is what our customer would see, the video, and then these three buttons here. So let's play the video. I'm going to mute it. And you'll see we have our little lock button here. So when it gets to that part in the video, you'll see that our form that we just created is going to pop up. And now it's saying up here, it says to keep watching, fill out the form below, register for access to our community. And then when they fill that out, then it will go back and open up the video. Now, I did set it to where they can X out of it without entering that data. So just know that the way I set it up will allow them to do that. The cool part here is when they click to send a text message, it's actually going to open up a window that will prompt them to pick a specific app that they want to use to send the text message. If they're in their cell phone, obviously that's a much easier process. Same thing for give a call. It's going to open up the app to actually make the phone call. And then give me an email. I didn't change the text on here, but it was email. And you'll see when they click that, it opens up Outlook or Chrome so that they can immediately send an email. So those are really easy ways of your lead to contact you using those buttons in your bio link. We could add many other buttons to this process and send them to links and all of that stuff. If we wanted to add our reviews here, we could just go down to the reviews widget. And now we have all of our reviews. And I do love this because it does have the write a review function so that people can go to our bio link and they can leave us a review. We can also click here and we can add our calendar. So if we want them to book a session with us, we just drag the calendar link in, and then we can choose which calendar do we want to put here on our page. Let's save, and we can preview this. Let's refresh. You see we have our header, our video here. We have all of these buttons that we can use. We have our reviews, and we also have our calendar listed here. After we set that up, we need to set up the automation part of it. It doesn't automatically grant access to the community just because we put that on there. We have to create the workflow. So I'm going to click here to create a workflow from scratch. And the trigger is going to be, you guys, what's the trigger? It's going to be the form. So that specific form that we told them to fill out. So the form is BioLink form. Save trigger. The next thing that we want to do is we could send them an email and say, click here to register your account for the community. But we already told them that filling out that form is registering them. So what we want to do is grant access to our community or group in here. So we're going to choose what community are we granting them access to. We're going to say the entry-level visionaries. So they fill out the form, we're granting access to the community, but we need to make sure that they know that they get access to the community. So there are a few ways that we can do that. We can go to email, send an email, and we can say, hey, first name, you now have access to our community login below. I do like to put the email that they used just in case they forgot, because I know we all have multiple emails. You may have forgotten which one. So I'm just going to put a placeholder here. I'm going to say email. Let's make it bold so it's clear. And then it will fill in whatever email that they used when filling out the form. So obviously that's the email we're going to use to register for the group. And I just want to remind them there. Now I also want to put the URL, and we can even make this bold here. And we want to come up here to custom values, client portal, and login contact magic link. What the magic link is basically it creates a link to the community they have access to, and it adds their email there. So all they have to do is click that link, and then it automatically logs them in there. Now, what I would do also is I'd put a little bit of information in this email about your business, how they can contact you, any cool things they want to know, just to give them a little bit more incentive to go ahead and go to that free community. I'm going to leave that as is and save action. Actually, we do need a subject line, get access here. Now that's super lame, but you guys get the point. I'm going to save action and save here. And of course, we want to publish this. And I'm going to name this community access, save. If you're following along, they go to our bio link, they watch the video for 3 minutes. This form appears. If they fill it out, then we're going to grant them access to our entry-level community, and then we're going to send them an email. I will tell you though, if you go into your client portal, settings, and email settings, you want to make sure if you're sending an email through that workflow that you do not have the email here selected. The reason is because they're going to get two different emails. So you want to choose how you want to structure your invites to your community. Do you want to use these default emails, or do you want to use the workflow to add that magic link and grant them access, and then make all of your emails really custom to how your user came into your community? That's actually the method that I prefer to use. But again, totally up to you. And it may just be the welcome email and not any of these others that you want to customize. So that's how easy that is to set up. If you have any questions at all, feel free to go into our community. If you're in our reseller program, you want to go to the events calendar and you're going to click on today's date. You can join me in the Zoom room with our community. If you are in our free community, you can go to the events calendar as well and click on today's date to join in the open office hours. If you're not in our community and you want to check out our program, you can go to myvisionagency.com. If you are not a HighLevel customer already, you can join HighLevel here to resell it and use it for your own business. You also will get a free membership in my reseller program. If you are a current HighLevel customer and you want to join our reseller program, you can do that here. You do get the ability to white label our AI ads manager. You get access to our sales bots, our snapshot for our done for you system. We have coaching 5 days a week, open office hours, and so on. You also can sign up for our software bundle. This is not our reseller program. This is just if you want to use all of our tools in one place. You can also join our free community here or book a private consultation with me. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you in open office hours. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. If you're considering signing up for HighLevel or you're already a HighLevel member, this is the video for you. I'm going to take you behind the scenes as a six-figure-a-year business that I've built on HighLevel without a team that allows me to work from home 4 hours a day, building the life, not just the business, that I always envisioned. Now, let's dive in. And when you first create your HighLevel account, it'll look very similar to this. The colors will be this like blackish gray color, and you'll have your HighLevel logo up here. And this that we're looking at right now is the admin dashboard. So this is going to be where you manage all of your sub accounts. So a sub account is what we're looking at here. These are two different business accounts. And if I wanted to go into that business account and I wanted to, manage it as the agency admin, I could click here to switch into the sub account. Now, the problem that everyone has is they all have this. They all have the exact same tools. They all look the same and they all function the same because it's all HighLevel. So you either need to provide something on top of your HighLevel account to differentiate your business from everyone else's, or you're going to race to the bottom on price. Okay. And that's certainly not what we want to do. So in my agency, of course, you'll see that I've rebranded it, and you'll see that I have all of the standard HighLevel tools in this account, except when it starts here, I start adding my own tabs here. Okay. So this is what's going to make my agency stand out. This is what helps me to provide additional services to my clients. So I've added a coaching program. I've created an onboarding course here, and I wanted to add that custom menu tab there so that it's really easy for them to know where to get started. Okay. So I've gone in detail in my training and all of that. And of course, this that we're looking at right now is actually the community or course builder inside of HighLevel. So if we wanted to, or my user wanted to bounce around here, maybe take a course, this is what all of that looks like once you've gotten it all built out. Okay, so you can see for my program, I have the start here, and then I have all of the different tutorials and everything, and it looks beautiful. Okay. You also have an affiliate management system inside of the client portal, which is what houses the community and the courses. And then you see what the community looks like as well once you have it all built out. So I've created this and I've just been able to put a tab here inside the dashboard so that all of my users can access the community and know where to get started. Now, we also have a tab here for the AI ads leads. So this is another white label software that I've created or that I've signed up for to provide for my agency clients. And you can see here, this is actually a really good software. You can just simply search for, in this example, marketing agencies in Indianapolis, and I can get all the contact information. I can even get the emails of everyone who works there. Interesting that this my agency pulled up here. But if I wanted to select all of these contacts here and I wanted to send them to my HighLevel account, or my users wanted to do that, they simply just select that and they can click here to send to the CRM, and then it goes right into the contacts. Okay, so we're creating solutions based off white label software that integrate with HighLevel and provide additional services. Now, the best part about software is that you do not have to spend time. Okay. This manages and runs itself. I'm providing incredible value for my clients or sub accounts, but I do not have to spend my time doing that. Okay. Now, the next thing that I also provide is an AI coach. This is another white label software. This is really, really great to help train the AI and create a brand profile. What's cool about this tool is that you can actually you just put in your website URL, and then it will help you create your avatar, your customer avatar. It'll tell you what their pain points are, and it stores this in your profile, and then you can create all of this content for your business, like email campaigns and all of that. And what's cool about this over something like chat gpt is it will remember everything about your business to help you generate that content. All right. We also have the sales bot here. So the sales bot is an AI tool, again, that I've white labeled. This does integrate with HighLevel as well. And you can see the sales bot, the dashboard here. All of my members get access to their own dashboard where they can create unlimited AI bots. Now, HighLevel does have an AI bot. The difference is, though, this bot builder does not use AI credits, so it's unlimited. And HighLevel charges $97 for the unlimited. There is a pay per use plan, but having this bot builder allows my members the ability to resell unlimited bots, and it doesn't use any AI credits. So they're able to offer this as like a low barrier of entry, an entry level offer, and then, of course, upsell to the other tools. Now, also in our program, I do have another white label software that is the social autopilot. Now, what's cool about this tool is it allows you to create, again, you're training the AI for your business and with your brand colors and all that, and it allows you to create campaigns. It's going to pull in your brand colors and all that, and then customize the images and the website and all of that, and it's going to go ahead and publish to, like, if I agreed this was all good, then it would publish to all of my different channels. So it's not just creating the content, it's actually creating the post, and then will automatically post to all the different channels. So you can see that you can connect your accounts for Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and forgot all the other ones here. So we have Facebook, Google Business, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, X, and YouTube. Okay, so you can create that content to all of those different platforms. And this is inside of my dashboard as well. Now, you can also see that I've used another software that allows me to create 60 plus chat GPT prompts that my members can use to generate content. For example, we have a terms of service and a privacy policy. But you can see all of the things down here. But again, we just want to create these tools and resources for our members inside of our high level business. Okay. High level is a great foundation for a business, but it's not the entire business. Okay. And then, of course, I have a tab down here for our community. So I did have the get started that takes us right to the onboarding. That's just to make it a little bit more clear. But I always want our members to go to our community where they can receive support and all of that. I also, like I said, I do have the learning area here for all of my members to access the training. And then I also provide open office hours. You can see our events calendar in the community. So I am actually live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all of our resellers have the ability in our program to join me. Not only am I live, but immediately following the live, I open up a Zoom room so you can join me and all of our community. And, there's great conversations there. But what's awesome is we're all using different tools in different ways, and we're able to provide experience and support to all of the members. Okay. So I always say, I am a great resource, I hope, but our community is definitely just priceless. All right. Now, the next thing that I also added into my high level agency is the task manager. High level does have a task manager, but this is more formulated like Trello. So it's a little bit easier to manage and to view all of your tasks and assignments. Now, all of the tools are great, but we also need resources. We also need a system. And one of the things that I love about High Level is we have the ability to create a perfect system for our clients inside of our High Level program or your business, whatever you want to make it, an agency or whatever you want it to be. And what I love is we're able to create these websites or all of these digital assets like courses and funnels and blogs and forms and quizzes and all of these things. And we can actually copy the entire account and have it automatically loaded into a new user's account as soon as they sign up. So as soon as Jane Doe signed up for this account, she automatically had in her account a course in the membership area. So you can see, and I do provide a course for all of our members because they have the ability to resell our AI manager here. So I definitely wanted to provide a course for them. So when their clients, sign up, they have a course that they can use that can be imported into the snapshot as well. And if you go into the sites area, you'll see there are 4 different funnels here. Close that out. There are 4 different funnels here. And of course, you can import all of these. But what I love about the system is if we go into edit, just want to show you a little back end cool thing here. You actually have the ability to not just upload the system, but you can actually customize it instantly as well. So I'm going to show you how. You'll see here that, this is a great template, and lots of us have signed up with programs that have templates, and we have to do a lot of customization. And we certainly don't want to have to spend our time as the agency doing it. And we don't want our customers to have to do that either. So you can add what's called custom values. If we scroll down here, you'll see that this button here, the color of the button is actually attached to a custom value. Okay. So if I click in here, you'll see this custom value. Now, you can build these custom values with not just colors, but with images, like I have the logo here. Now, if I go back, all of these websites or all these funnels have all the custom values and all of that. So when I go back into this account now, in my onboarding instructions, all I need to do is tell the users where to upload their assets. Okay, so I'm going to go to the custom values here. We're going to go to the folders, the MVA done for you system. And all they need to do to change that, change the logo and colors, is just add their own here. So let's just do a little test here. I'm going to update these colors with a different brand. So I'm going to say the primary color is this here. And we're going to change the secondary color. Let's go ahead and update that. And we'll change the secondary color here. And if I wanted to, of course, update the logo, I certainly could do that. But just to save time, I'm going to just show you about the colors here because you will definitely see the magic that happens and why High Level is so good with duplication. If I wanted to change the logos, all I'd have to do, you'll see here that it's attached to a custom value. I would just change the link. Okay. So let's go back now into the sites and you'll see where it was blue and it's still kind of showing blue there. If I open up the page now, it's going to be all different colors. So now you'll see that it is purple and orange, which are my brand colors. You'll also see here, if we go to let's go to this funnel here. You'll see it's not just this one, it's all of the different funnels. They've all been updated. So you'll see that this website has also been updated. And you'll also see that not just, like I said, not just the colors here, but these actual images, they're SVG images, and you can have them update with the custom values as well. Okay. So I hope your mind is blown with the level of duplication that you're able to do instantly by utilizing the high level snapshots. So if you see what's happening here, we've had high level, the skeleton or the foundation. We've added additional, a community, we've added coaching, we've added additional software here. And we've also added funnels and websites and all of that. And now the whole purpose of my entire program and the business that I've built is to help others do exactly what I have done. Okay. So that's why I'm providing this done for you system to all of our members and the licenses to rebrand and resell the AI Ads Manager, and also the ability to resell unlimited sales bots. And all of that is done inside of the high level agency, using it as the foundation of our business, not the entire business. Now, if you're ready to sign up for High Level, I'm going to give you a free My Vision Agency starter plan to help you get started. This includes our done for you system that you can load into your own High Level account, our live group coaching 5 days a week, the ability to resell your own brand of our AI Ads Manager, and unlimited sales bots, among many other resources. So choose the High Level plan that works best for you, and I will see you inside.